Yeah, look at you. Look. Yeah, look. This is called physical abuse. Yeah.
This is the huge story in America right now, and I can't believe what I'm watching.
See, Taylor, this is all you do. It's the only thing you know how to do is hurt me. Huh? And you think this is okay? It's not okay. Holy
It's okay. I don't give a
Let me go. Stop. Dude, leave me alone. Oh my God.
Whoa. And her daughter's there.
Is right here.
Fucking hell, man.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
What the hell? Now, just to bring you up to speed here, that girl throwing the chairs, that's Taylor Frankie Paul. She's a reality TV show star in America. She's beating the shit out of her baby daddy in front of her kid, who also got hit by a chair, by the way. Those chairs were metal. She didn't even stop after she hit her own kid. She just carried on. And obviously, if this was a man beating a woman, the reaction online would have been condemnation. But this woman wasn't only not slammed, she was defended, she was celebrated, she was called the real victim here. And not just by like a few fringe, dodgy feminists. I'm talking en masse millions. People with huge followings supporting this behavior with no fear of cancellation or judgment. Widely accepted. And not only did it blow me away, it really made me think, like, with all this talk of the Manosphere lately, I think the Femosphere might be worse, because you're not going to believe what people had to say about this. And we're going to dig into it today. But as always, I've got to give a big thank you to the sponsor. Now, you all know by now, I'm on the health kick of a lifetime. I've lost over 80 pounds, nearly 6 stone. I went from looking like this to this. And obviously, there was a hell of a lot of training and making sure my diet was in check. And I will do a full video on that at some point. But one of the X factors that made this all possible was making sure that I was getting the right vitamins in my body, not just to feel good physically to get through the workouts, but actually mentally to get through it as well. And that's where Heights Vitals absolutely smashed it for me. In 2 tiny little capsules, you get 20 vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that are going to make you feel amazing. And I actually looked it up on their website before buying. 330 scientific studies back this up. So it's not just your bro scientists over here like me, it's the real scientists telling you this is legit. And the reason it's made such an impact for me is better energy and better sleep, which when you're training and you're depleting yourself and you're trying to diet, you need that so badly. And one of the other bonuses is better focus as well. Like, I'm actually like not drained throughout the day. The mental focus is fantastic. So if you want to quickly upgrade your everyday performance like I did, this is an easy option that you can take immediately. And the great thing is there's a hassle-free refund on the first orders within 30 days of delivery. So there's no reason not to give it a try. So if you want to check them out and you want 20% off your first month, click the link in the description below, go to heights.com/TrueJordy and use my code TrueJordy20. That's all block capitals, all one word, TrueJordy20 for 20% off your first month. All of that's in the description if you need to remember, don't worry. So big love to Heights for sponsoring this video and helping me perform at my best, and for 20% off for you lot. But for now, enjoy the video. So the lunatic throwing the chairs, Taylor Frankie Paul, she was the star of a TV show called The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. So secret, everyone knows everything about them. And I have to make a confession here. My lass watches this TV show. And what's really funny is, early doors, I was like, she's a psycho. It was written all over her.
You always are talking over me. You never talk. You just fucking listen. Stop interrupting. You're talking over me. You're not listening. You're still going. You're just never tell the truth of the story, though. Because if you're gonna throw that around, that's a big deal. You can't just say that. Wait for me to be done talking and then talk. The point is to fucking listen, and every fucking goddamn guy has it except you.
Yeah. Their relationship is very simple. She's a total bitch, and he is a loser who cheats on her because he kind of resents the way she talks to him and just hasn't got the actual balls to leave her. We've all seen it before. Now let's go back to the domestic violence video and see how that unfolded.
Stop. Dude, leave me alone. Oh my God.
Wow, her daughter's so close to it.
Right here. Oh my gosh.
Her daughter's right there.
Oh my. You! Stop throwing stuff in public!
That baby sounds so young, and you're just throwing chairs right next to her. So basically it hit the baby on the head. And then the first thing she says afterwards is, you did this. Your fault. Fucking hell.
You did! You're done! Help your daughter! Stop screaming at me! God! Stop, Taylor! You did it! You're done! Taylor! You did it! That's it! That is it! No more! You're done! Stop! No! No! I did none of this! This is your own pain! You're doing this to yourself! Stop! No! I'm done taking the blame for you. Yeah, I'm sorry, Indy. Taylor? You get the out! I'm done with you. You did this. I'm done. Stop. You're the Taylor! Yeah, I got that, Dakota! Taylor, your daughter... You're screaming. Your daughter just got hit in the head with a metal chair! Because of you? No! You! Go and help your daughter! Now! You did. Help your daughter, Taylor!
She won't even go to her own child. Even now, a baby is crying, screaming, and he is trying to say you need to look after your own kid. Because that's not the child he shares with her. He has a different kid with her. And she's more interested in fighting with him.
Oh my gosh! If you throw another chair... Are you okay?
He's now going over to the baby. Not her. Not her mother.
Get away from my daughter! Get away! Then help her! Get away!
Now that's horrific. I feel really bad for everyone who has to suffer this woman. And this actually took place during the time that they were filming this reality TV show, because this thing has gone on for series after series. And they acknowledged it in the show. They showed a little bit of the police, you know, turning up with their body cam footage. Oh, they didn't fire her. What, you think a woman's going to take the consequences for her own actions? Don't be stupid. They actually showed footage from the body cam of her crying as if she was the victim. And there was a lot that they could have shown that they didn't from the police camera. And we're going to take a look at it.
And then we were fighting. And we were fighting at each other. And then I was going at him, I guess hitting him. And then he pushed me into the kid stuff. And then I went ballistic because he pushed me so hard. And then I fought back, and then we were just fighting, and I just want him out.
As a man, when you see a woman who is that demonic, I mean, that is the devil reincarnated for me, that, like, the manipulation tactic she's trying to play. And luckily, she's so bad at lying and acting there. She's like a 4-year-old who's been caught, like, she's not even really crying. It's all an act. But she is pure fucking evil, her, like. And she's trying to play it off, obviously, like it was 50-50. Now, what's mad is the guy who was taking all the chair shots like a WA wrestler, he was completely different.
She's going through a lot right now. With her divorce and stuff. Like, I think that's just been really hard on her. And she hasn't done any therapy.
And that's a different relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that wasn't that long ago, so it's very fresh. So we got in a relationship, like, really pretty soon after her divorce. And so that's why it's been hard. It's just been, like, a lot, I think, for her.
Okay.
And, yeah, I think she's going through a lot. She's the type to where... it's hard for her, I think, to get help.
Can you believe the way he's speaking about her? She just nearly took his fucking head off. I mean, throwing a metal chair like that at someone's head, serious damage could be done. Maybe you could kill them. And he's like, she's going through a hard time right now. This is so clearly a man who is a victim of abuse. And this is not you can tell this isn't the first time. The way he's making all these excuses for her. And he's so calm when he's talking because this has happened before. But isn't it interesting that he is this calm as he's the one being beaten up and she is the one hyperventilating? That says everything.
Like, what happened outside at the truck?
All I know is that I was so scared that I peed my pants. He pushed me into it. I reacted, sure.
So they ask you what happened, and the first thing he says, well, all I know is I was so scared, I pissed myself. You really looked scared, didn't you? And this is the thing when people talk about domestic violence, when it's women who are doing it. This idea that she was scared, there was no fear in her whatsoever. You don't attack someone like that when there's any shred of fear in you. She is completely in the know that this man ain't going to hit me back. And that's not all she knows, because when they arrest her, she comes out with a comment about what he's then going to do.
It's based on the evidence that I'm seeing at the, here tonight.
What's your evidence? Just curious.
Just all the stuff on the ground and you throwing things at him and all that.
Are we allowed to ask him, or is that not allowed? Because
What do you mean by asking?
Because when he sees this, he's not going to agree to it.
So after the cop says, I've seen the evidence, I know you've been hitting him, she's like, well, ask him, because he's not going to agree. She knows, because she's got full control over it, because she is the abuser in the relationship. She knows fine well he's not going to say anything. And it's sad, actually, because when the cop goes and tells the guy, like, what's going on, you could tell the cop kind of has to explain to him, like, yeah, you're, like, the victim here.
I can't make you fill that out.
Yeah.
It's voluntary. But, I mean, that's your side of the story. Again, she's alleging a different side.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the only thing. Like, if she's wanting to, like, push stuff, then, like, I'm gonna have to. But, like, I truly just want her to, like, just get help and just, that's that.
And that's I understand that, and that's what I'm hoping this results in. I'm not trying to jam anyone up or take him to jail to take him to jail. Like, I want the problem solved.
Does someone get charged then or something?
She is going to be charged with domestic violence.
Oh my gosh.
But I know that's hard to hear, but that's the reality of the situation, and I'm glad that it wasn't worse. Because, like, what if she was throwing stuff at you and damaging your property?
Kitchen knife or something.
Like, what if the off chance that she grabbed a kitchen knife, like, it's already clear that she wasn't thinking straight, right?
Yeah.
Normally in your relationship, it's lovey-dovey, honky-dory, right? But in this specific case that can't be ignored, what if she was to grab the knife?
They're just having to explain to him, like, this isn't normal, man. And he doesn't even want to press charges. He's saying, I don't even want to fill this form out. I'll only do it if she's saying I'm hitting her, because I don't want to be prosecuted myself. He's like, he's done nothing wrong. And in the police report, the police officer noted that every time the girl would raise her hand or her arm, he would flinch in an automatic reaction to protect himself. That's a conditioned response. That's something that he has had to do over and over and over again. And TMZ have even reported that he pleaded with the cops to take him away instead. This is the level of, like, almost brainwashing that this poor bastard has been a victim of. And I'm not saying he behaved well in the relationship or whatever, but, like, nothing justifies this. All right, he fucked another woman 2 years ago, whatever. The guy's getting beaten up regularly here. That's quite clear. In the police report, the detective also confirms that the child had, like, a big goose egg shape on her head after getting clipped by the steel chair. Now, after all of this happened, you'd have thought that would have been a lot of shame from the girl, Taylor, who did this to her fella and her kid. But this is the way she made light of it on TikTok. Don't throw things, you might just see police lights. And when she was asked about what happened, she completely lied about anything happening to the child.
I didn't know my daughter was downstairs on the couch. They're usually in their beds when I'm home. We had a babysitter. I came home and she was on the couch and I was throwing stuff, and so I threw a chair towards him, and
at Dakota.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was charged with child abuse because, like, it could have hurt her. And so in the state of Utah, I don't know other states if they have it, but it's called reckless child abuse, meaning, like, if you throw something and it possibly did hit your kid or it hit your kid, that's called reckless child abuse.
So she's saying they did me on child abuse, but only because it could have hit her, not because it actually did. I think she's absolute scum for that, by the way. But not everyone else had the same opinion as me, especially not the female influencers online, aka the Femosphere.
I want to make it clear, I am not defending Taylor. I think she needs serious help.
She doesn't need help, by the way. She needs jail.
That Dakota not only sold to TMZ, but decided to record, and you don't recognize the narcissistic patterns in that. Like, you should consider yourself very lucky.
So she's calling him a narcissist for recording as it was going on, when realistically, that is one of the few forms of defense he has, because she proved, the way she lied about what happened afterwards, that she is going to completely lie. It's the only way he can actually get someone to see what's going on. And when women record things, they're viewed as brave and as heroes. When a man does it, he's a narcissist, apparently. Honestly, fucking insane. This woman smashed a chair off her own baby's head in a fit of rage, and yet he is the one she's calling out because he recorded as he was getting beaten up. She's more angry at him.
When they have the power, they're in control, they will ruin your life.
He was literally trying to tell the cops, I don't want to press charges. She's going through a lot right now. He was making excuses for her. He was doing the exact opposite of trying to ruin her life. And there's no proof that he released this footage, by the way. This has been in court documents. TMZ can get anything they want. Come on now.
There are only two ways to approach a narcissist.
With a chair in your hand. What are we talking about here?
That requires insane mental fortitude and strength that most people just don't have, or you have to go no contact.
She made full contact with the chair.
And it's really sad that she has a child with this person because she is stuck with him.
What the fuck am I listening to? It's such a shame that she is stuck with him. Honestly, she was beating the shit out of him and threw multiple metal chairs at his head. I think it's the exact opposite. I think he is the one who's stuck with this crazy bitch.
Why, as a DV survivor, I am triggered by recordings. When I was in an abusive marriage, my ex-husband used to rile me up, call me names, get me so angry, make me feel like I was trapped. I was cornered. I didn't know what to do. And then he'd hit record. You would find me going crazy, yelling, screaming, in survival mode, freaked out.
Yelling and screaming, and then she put in survival mode. You know when someone's like going crazy and yelling and screaming? That's not survival mode. You're the aggressor. And if your inability to control yourself is captured on camera on the regular, maybe you need to learn how to control yourself. Didn't think of that though, did you?
And although I'm an adult and I take responsibility for anything I did that was toxic, I will say he used it as a weapon. He would make me look like I was crazy.
I just love it. I just love that. He would make me look like I was crazy. Did he dress up like you and put a fucking wig on and dance around the fucking room screaming like a nutcase, recording himself, did he? No, he was recording you, woman. And a lot of these people, they attach their own fucked up relationships to what they're saying here, and they're like, oh, that's just like me. Women are great at that. That's just like me. It's not though. Everyone's different, you know what I mean? Just because your ex was a bastard to you, allegedly, does not mean that a woman is fine to be smashing a metal chair off of a fella's head.
Of The Bachelorette just got canceled because TMZ put out a video of her hitting and throwing chairs at her boyfriend / baby daddy. It's a pretty difficult video to watch. Unfortunately, her child was in the room, but perhaps the most frequent comment I'm seeing about this on Twitter is men going, wow, can you imagine if a man had done this? Can you imagine if a man was abusive towards a woman? Imagine if the roles were reversed. Honey, we don't need to imagine. We don't need to imagine because men beat their wives and kill their families like every day. When a woman hits a man, that's actually the role reversal. We don't have to imagine if this were a man because men abuse women way more frequently than the reverse. Do you understand?
She's got issues. Absolutely, men are violent towards women. That's not the point here. The point is about the reaction to the video. This woman was allowed to continue in her job on the reality TV show. She was outwardly supported in what she did to this man by millions of women. If a man did this, all the men would openly be condemning him and saying he's a piece of shit and he deserves everything that the law can throw at him. We wouldn't be celebrating him. That's the point.
When Dana White hit his wife in the middle of a crowded nightclub and it was on camera and nobody even talked about it.
Everyone talked about it. It was huge. It was the biggest news. And the ironic thing about you bringing up Dana White as the point, as the example she's using, is what happened in that clip. Dana White's wife hit him first. So it's not your best example you could have picked. Like, in this scenario, just a reminder, this guy was getting the shit beaten out of him and didn't lay a finger on her.
Not provoked. Nothing had gone on. She just started going crazy because that's what she does. No, what you see is reactive abuse.
Oh my God. The first thing she says is, she doesn't just go crazy out of nowhere. That's not her. Dude, she's crazy. She's always crazy. I've seen her on that TV show. She's crazy as fuck. And the way we're rationalizing it is reactive abuse. Reactive abuse. So by that logic, I could just go and smack more ass over the head. And then when the cops come, I'd be like, reactive abuse. Well, she provoked this. This is insane. It wasn't like a heated argument where he's in her face and then she like slaps him that one time and you know, I'm trying to like think of some dodgy scenario that could equate to what she's suggesting here. He was being chased around the house. She didn't stop hitting him. She was literally using weapons on him. Reactive abuse. Fuck off.
You are only seeing a young girl, I think she's 21 here.
She's nearly 30. She's a grown-ass woman who's more than capable of taking full responsibility for her actions. She's got multiple children. I think she's 31, actually.
You don't see what he did to provoke her in this video. You don't see the abuse, whether it been physical or emotional on her. He picked up his phone and started recording after everything he did to provoke her, to get a reaction out of her.
Genuinely, this is amazing. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, there was no way anyone would be saying this. No one would be justifying a thing that man did. Would this woman be making videos going, well, you didn't see what she did to provoke him? Did she deserve it? She probably deserved that chair over the head. There's loads of these, by the way. There's fucking loads of them.
I'm not saying that it's okay, but she's 21. Her darkest moment is being recorded with a toxic relationship, a toxic man. Him saying, yeah, Taylor, this is what you do. Clearly is him just still egging her on.
His only reaction to having the crap beaten out of him was to say something like, yeah, this is what you do, meaning this happens all the time. The level of self-restraint that man used in that moment to not hit her back, which obviously, if he does that, we all know the reaction of everyone. We know he ends up in fucking jail. All he did was say, yeah, this is what you do. And that's a provocation, is it? She's got loads of followers, this chick, right? This is widespread acceptance, not a problem. He deserved it. This is a guy who was telling the police she's got problems. I really just want her to get help. I don't even want to press charges. This is after he's watched her hit her own child with a metal chair on the head. She deserves everything thrown at her. Well, those words to that cop are the actions of a man who was just trying to sabotage this girl's life and plotted this to wind her up to get her to snap. Not at all. He was making every excuse possible for her. He is a victim of abuse. It's obvious.
If every woman at 21 that was in a toxic relationship with a manipulative man had their worst moments recorded and sold on the internet, everyone would be a lot less judgmental.
This woman is telling every single person online right now, I've done similar shit to that before. So if you ever think about dating this girl, stay the fuck away. That's my advice. Because she is totally, this is fine. This is not a problem. By the way, she keeps saying she's 21. She's 31. She's got multiple kids. I've never in my life seen a woman behave like that in person. Never. Reactive abuse. The things they think of to justify this shit, it blows my mind. Even the Manosphere stuff we were saying the other day, none of it was as bad as this. Yeah, they call women things that they shouldn't call them, whatever. This is normalizing violence towards men, this. Completely. Celebrating it even.
Knowing that you've sat on this for 3 years and chose to release it and get paid by TMZ to release this now means that you are an even bigger piece of shit than I thought.
This girl smashed her own child in the head. Another one with her priorities of hating men. That's what we're doing here. And if all that's not mental enough, this woman was chosen to be the star of the new series The Bachelorette. Bearing in mind the creators knew fine well she was arrested on a domestic violence charge. They thought that this 31-year-old woman with 2 baby daddies and 3 kids with a domestic violence charge would be the perfect candidate for a whole bunch of men to compete for. Is it even remotely possible for any of you to imagine a man to have beaten his missus up, publicly known, and be chosen as the ideal candidate for a whole bunch of women to come and compete for? That's the level of female privilege that we just casually as just are out there in society, where no one even bats an eyelid to that. Well, she beat a man up. Well, so what? Now, they filmed the whole entire show, by the way, and they only ended up cancelling it from going to air when that footage just came out. But they were quite happy to film it all, knowing fine well she was arrested, she was charged, not a problem. I fully understand that physical abuse is far more common to be male on female. That is obvious. But it is also very clear that female abuse towards men is just not taken seriously whatsoever. And often female abuse isn't physical. It's often mental. And I've seen the damage it can do. And we just don't speak about it because men don't want to open up. Like even that guy there, he had to be told by the cops, you were a victim here. Men want to be seen as strong. They don't want to open up. They don't want to come forward. And if they're in an abusive relationship, they don't want to speak about it to anyone, which is why male suicide is through the fucking roof. And it's not always during the relationship. Sometimes it's the horrible divorce, or they're not allowed to see the kids, or the other fucked up shit that men get put through in today's world. And I'm not taking away from what women get put through, but this needs fucking addressed. We have so much coverage right now on misogyny. Netflix, multiple shows in the last few months on it. You've got Adolescence, which was on Netflix. Obviously the Manosphere. And in the UK, we're sending boys on courses at school to tackle misogyny. But the reality is, misogyny is at an all-time low. Men have never been less misogynistic. Men are openly condemning the guys on the Manosphere, and that's seen as fringe, that's seen as weird. More men than ever are speaking out on behalf of women's rights, and yet that's all they think about. Misogyny, misogyny, misogyny. And when a man is getting the shit beaten out of him openly, not only is there no conversation, there's no consequences either. She was allowed to freely keep her job, People supported her openly. No one got cancelled for supporting the violence against them. And man-hating is just fine. It's just not a problem. Do you know what I mean? Go ahead, crack on. And I think because there is such a double standard, the Femosphere is actually far more openly hating towards the men than the men are to the women a lot of the time. Because I can't believe that if this was happening the other way around, that you would see the mass support that this woman received. There is no way. And it's bang out of order. And look, I'm sure there are sensible, smart women out there who will see where I'm coming from here. This isn't a woman-hating video, in case that wasn't obvious. But for me, it was just a bit of a, what the fuck is going on here moment. But look, maybe this is just me in the moment reacting to these videos and being shocked at what I'm saying. Maybe I've got this wrong. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Big love for all the support we've got on the channel lately. Amazing support, lovely comments. Can't thank you all enough. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe to the True Geordie YouTube channel. I'll see you on the next one.